What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Vlogs, and I am back with another video. And in today's video, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, it's gonna be a wild couple days, you feel me? But before we get into this video, go ahead and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you can be notified the next time I post or go live. Let me get my phone actually so I can tell you guys exactly what time it is. It is 7:33, okay? It is 7:33 p.m. October 1st. Let's rewind it a little bit because I was supposed to inform you guys of what was going on a few days ago. So let me take you guys back a few days so you guys can get a gist of what's been going on in preparation for us having to basically leave Egypt. Yes, we have to leave Egypt. So it's very sad, it's very bittersweet that we have to actually leave. I really don't want to leave. I don't want to go anywhere. Egypt is like basically like my home now, and I love it here, you know, but we have to leave. So sad, no, cue to tears and everything, the tiny violin. It is what it is, right? So we're getting ready, we got our tickets, we got everything going. All of a sudden on Thursday morning, I'm asleep, you know, getting my beauty rest, knocked out. I hear my doorbell going off, like back to back to back. Now the doorbells here, they sound like birds chirping, but they're loud. Mine's is loud. So I'm like, beep, 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 super loud going on. I'm like, what the heck? Then I'm hearing like banging on my door. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I jump up. Oreo's like barking, screaming, yelling. The cat is like looking terrified. He's looking like that side to side, and you know what I mean, running back and forth. So I'm like, what is going on? So I get up. I'm like, who is it? Who is it? And I'm trying to hear, but Oreo's barking so loud that I can't even hear it. So I'm literally having to like pick him up and close his mouth so that I can hear who's saying who it is. So the voice on the other side of the door says, it's me. So I'm like, Eddie, open the door, it's my brother. He like, I've been calling you all morning. I called you a couple times. Why you not answering your phone? I'm like, what do you mean? So I get up, go get my phone. Get my phone. By the time I open it, he like, my internet went out. I came over here to see if your internet was still on. I said, Eddie, I didn't get any of your calls. So I'm still kind of asleep. I'm still out of it, you know. So I'm like, I didn't get any of your calls. So I'm trying to look. Then I realized that my Wi-Fi was also out. So I'm like, okay, let me just unplug it, replug it back in so it can restart. Did that about 3 times. No internet. When I tell you no internet, no internet. So I'm like, okay, just take our modem boxes, like our Wi-Fi routers, take both of them to the store so that they can plug it in and send the signal to the box so that it can, you know, basically come back on. We come back. So he like, all right. He goes, he walks to the mall, comes back. He like, you know what they told me? He's pissed. And I'm like, what's going on? So he just walking around pacing. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, he likes to do like this thing where he do like a build up. And I'm like, just tell me. Like, I hate when he do that. Just tell me what the information is so we can go on and, you know what I mean, like fix it or whatever we need to do. So he's like, yeah, basically they said there's nothing they can do about the Wi-Fi. That basically somebody cut the line to the Wi-Fi, so we don't have Wi-Fi for at least 3 days.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Are you kidding me? So they're like, you guys are not going to have Wi-Fi for up to 3 days. So Eddie like, I don't believe them because, you know, Egyptian time is a little bit different than our time. So I'm like, 3 days, like what are we gonna do with no Wi-Fi for 3 days? Like our work, everything we do is based on the internet. The internet. So I'm just over here like freaking out, like what do you mean 3 days? Like that's a long time to have no Wi-Fi. Nothing. So I'm like, I got orders to fulfill, I got, you know, things to look up, I'm doing different projects. Me and him are working on something that's really big that's about to come out. So we're like on this path of just like get the work done. So I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, what do you mean we're not gonna have Wi-Fi for 3 whole days? So he like, man, I'm just pissed. Like, I'm pissed. So I'm like, okay. Where he tells me that the Wi-Fi is out in this area. So I'm like, okay, how about we go to our friend's area, because they live maybe around like 10 to 15 minutes away from us. So I'm like, they should have Wi-Fi, you know? So I'm like, let's go over there and go to the coffee shop that we usually go to and use their Wi-Fi. So we get there. He's like, I'm gonna go to the print shop. So he's like, I'm gonna go to the print shop so I can print out our airline tickets, like basically like the confirmation that we're, you know, taking the trip soon. So he like, I'm gonna go there and see if they have internet that I, you know, in an email that we can send it to, so that by the time you get connected to the internet and you pull up your tickets, we can go ahead and just email it to them and then go pick it up and pay for it. Cool. Sitting there, pull out my laptop. I'm thinking, oh yeah, we finna get into it. Pull out my laptop, pull out my phone, ready to get to it. I'm like, can I have the password to Wi-Fi? Because they change it every day, or, you know, every other day. So I'm like, can I have the password to Wi-Fi? They like, hold on. So I'm like, okay, cool. This time the owner is there. So he comes to me, he like, do you want to order anything? I said, not right now. Can I have the password to the Wi-Fi? He walks out. He like, hold on. The dude that is always cool, like, he know my order. As soon as I walk in, he be so excited to see me. So I'm pointing at him like, hey, like, can I get the Wi-Fi? He like, hold on. He going to deliver a drink to somebody outside. The owner comes up and it's like, do you want your usual, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but do y'all have a password to the Wi-Fi? So he's like, go ahead and like order something. So I'm like, okay, yeah, just give it to me. The drink is like $240 or something like that in USD. So I'm like, okay, yeah, just give it to me, but give me the password to the Wi-Fi, because I need to connect to the Wi-Fi. He makes a drink, comes back over. He finally tells me, we don't have Wi-Fi right now. The Wi-Fi is out. It's out in the whole street. We don't have Wi-Fi, so within the next couple of days we should have Wi-Fi. So I said, are you serious? You don't have Wi-Fi either? He says, no Wi-Fi. I'm pissed off, okay? Super irritated, because it's like, now you made me buy this drink and you still don't even have Wi-Fi. Like, I still can't even connect to Wi-Fi. The only reason why I came here was because I needed to connect to Wi-Fi. I didn't want to buy a drink. Finally tell me that they don't have Wi-Fi. Once I get the drink is delivered to me. He then tells me, we don't even have Wi-Fi. It won't be here for another couple days. It's out in the whole street. I'm looking like, okay, let me pay for this, okay? Wait for Eddie. I'm sipping on my drink. I'll close my laptop. I'm done. I'm mentally just like, I'm irritated. I'm irritated because, like, what am I gonna do? Because, like I said, our entire thing is based off of Wi-Fi. Everything we do, we need Wi-Fi. We need to be online. So I'm like, Eddie's like, let's just go back to the print shop. They said they can do it with Wi-Fi. I mean, with WhatsApp, but we need some type of Wi-Fi. So we like, let's go to our friend's building down the street and see if they have any Wi-Fi. We go to our friend's building. Excuse me. They end up still having some Wi-Fi. So we tell them what's going on. They like, really? Like, we didn't know that was happening. Our Wi-Fi is still working, blah, blah. So we there moving our money around, trying to get everything together. That was an entire mess, okay? So we're there for about an hour. We're downloading content because we don't know how long, you know, the internet is going to be out. So we're just trying to download a little bit of content and also do our money transactions and do anything that we need to do, like, within a quick time frame, because we have a lot to do, you know what I mean? So our whole day has been thrown off, and I'm telling y'all, literally, it was like 102 degrees that day. We walked miles, okay? Back and forth and this way and that way, to this place, to that place, to this place, asking questions and coming back, going this way. So I'm like, I'm tired at this point. I'm tired. I'm sweating. It's hot. We need to get home and feed the pets. We need to take Ori out and walk. It's too much, you know what I mean? So we finally did do all that stuff. Like I said, that was still a hot mess. Wake up the next morning, go to the ATM. ATM is not giving no money. We go to another ATM. ATM not giving her no money. Boom. I'm like, okay, let me try my card, because that day was so stressful, like, I couldn't even remember my PIN, okay? So I'm like, they said if you do 3 tries, we're gonna capture your card. So I said, I'm not doing it no more that night. So I said, now I remember my PIN, which was the next day. I'm like, we could go to the ATM and get some money out. So after his card didn't work at both things, and I'm gonna tell y'all later why it didn't work. After we do that, we go to the ATM again. After he's like, man, I'm so irritated, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, you know when you're so frustrated and you get to that point where everything is just seems like it's going wrong? I was at that point and I just was like smiling. Like I could not control how hard I was smiling because I was so frustrated and irritated that I'm just like, let me just smile and claim that I'm gonna have a good day so that this day can go better, you know? That's what I'm thinking in my head, you know what I mean? So I'm like, think big. Think big. Y'all already know what happened, okay? Y'all already know what happened. So I get the money for him out the ATM. We need to go back to our friend's house so we can connect to the Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi is second day, day 2, still not on. We prayed for the Wi-Fi to come back on, still not on. Day 2, we let's go back to their house so that we can see what's going on with the Wi-Fi. We go all the way back to their house, connect to the Wi-Fi again. We doing things, we downloading stuff, we getting, you know, the money moving around. They basically put a hold on his account because he had did a Zelle transfer to me already, and then I guess the second one didn't go through because you know how you gotta get the text that say like yes or whatever. That's actually him calling me right now. Hello?
What's up? I was about to come by to get the phone holder.
The phone holder? You need to do it on the tripod?
Yeah, like the plastic piece.
Okay. Okay, come on. I left the gate cracked, but if not, just yell or something. I can hear you the window open.
Alright, I'll do it right now.
Alright. So yeah, that was No Limit Eddie. Shout out to No Limit Eddie. But yeah, so basically that's what happened. So they text him. He didn't get the text because we didn't have the Wi-Fi. So I said on response to the text, he like, what if they give you the money double? I said, I'll just send it back to you. Like, it's no problem. I'm not gonna steal your money, you know what I mean? So he like, all right. He responds to him. The transaction goes through. Now the money's in his account, but it wasn't in his account because he thought he did it yesterday. It told him he did it, but the money actually never went through. They sent him a text and all that kind of stuff. So boom, we go to the ATM, get the money. I was supposed to get money out the ATM as well, but I was so in a different zone that I didn't even remember that I had to get an extra like $25 out of the ATM. So I let him go to the ATM. He get his money. We walk down the street. We both go get some food. We like, oh, we can't wait to go eat. So now it's time to get my food. I get my food first. We go and get his food. We leave, go to the money exchange place so that we can get USD. Now at the money exchange place, the foreign exchange place, we have to present tickets again, like confirmation that we have a flight leaving out, because they won't give you the money more than 24 hours before you leave, which I don't understand why. It's like if I want USD to just walk around with, then that's what I want, but they won't give it to you unless you're flying out in the next 24 hours. So we get there, I'm like, oh snap, I don't have the extra, I didn't get the extra money out the account. He like, are you serious? So we go walk to the ATM, get to the ATM. I'm like, how much am I supposed to get in Egyptian pounds? Because you know the money comes out in Egyptian pounds. So he like, oh, let me get my phone out. Looking for his phone. He does not have his phone, y'all. He left his phone at the restaurant. So I'm like, let's just go to the exchange, back to the exchange place, and we're gonna drive down there. But I know out here in Egypt, they're really good with not like stealing your stuff. So I'm like, they gonna have your phone, because at this point he's panicking. I turn around from the ATM, his whole entire backpack is literally on the floor because he's looking for his phone. So we go back, we have to drive back down there to the restaurant. As soon as we pull up, the guy's like, your phone? He like, yeah, my phone. You have my phone? The guy like, yeah, you forgot it. Give him his phone. Whew. We finally go home. We get home. By the time I get upstairs, I put Oreo on a leash. I go back downstairs. I don't even check my Wi-Fi because I'm thinking it's not even on at this point. And I said, I didn't want to be frustrated again. I just needed like a breather, a mental breather. So I go back downstairs, I walk Oreo, I come back up. By the time I get back up, I hear excessive honking. I go look on my balcony. He like, you back? You back? I'm like, what do you mean you back? He like, your Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi back on. I'm like, oh, let me check. Go and check. I'm like, yeah, I got Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi in my house is going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. It is not sturdy at all. So every 10 minutes, I'm having to unplug the Wi-Fi box so that the Wi-Fi can restart and connect. And I already have my bag packed, mostly. So we just found out it may be raining. So I got an umbrella. I need to see if I can find my other umbrella, because when I came, I brought 2 umbrellas, one for me, one for Eddie. But I think Eddie had ended up leaving his in Tanzania, so I don't know. But this is the bag I'm gonna take. We just got one bag. We didn't buy the whole suitcase allowance and all that, because I wasn't about to pay extra just to pack up the little bit of clothes and stuff that I had. We only staying there for a few days, so I haven't revealed this place that I'm going to on YouTube yet, so that will be a surprise. But we actually leave tonight at 1:45 a.m. so you guys are gonna get video after video. But this is just a story time of what has happened to us in the past 2 days, because I told you guys I wanted to talk to you guys more and basically just let you guys know what's going on in my life, and you know, just keep you guys more into the loop of what happens to me and what goes on in my life on a personal basis. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick apartment tour right now, so stay tuned for that video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.